Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do my reaction to the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 um new trailer. We reacted to the other trailer, the first one. We'll be reacting to this one, and I'm very intrigued. This is the most anticipated game that everyone's been waiting for a while. So I'm very intrigued to see what they do here, what new features and new things we're gonna get in Xenoverse 3. It seems like the guy with the white hair, supposed to be like 100, is supposed to be the character that we are. The other guy over here with the black hair is supposed to be like another main character with you. Um, but I'm assuming you can play as him too, and I'm assuming it's gonna all be all the all the playable characters, and yada yada yada, like they did in the last game for parallel missions and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's gonna all be the same thing. But I do find it interesting that like the one character is the customization character, but then you're also going to have another character alongside you that won't be customization, but like is like a main character within the other main character that you do customize as yourself. Um, so yeah, very very interesting, and I'm very interested to see what they do here for the game. So let's see this trailer. Let's check this trailer out. I'm gonna react to it, and we're gonna give me my thoughts on this as we watch this. All right.
You there, is my voice reaching your ears?
OG for Shenron over here.
You have been summoned.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. A voice calls out to you. All right. All right, so Concom City in the future. It's supposed to be like 300. Okay, so that's Bulma. All right, so that's Bulma. We know that this is like several centuries into the future, which again still doesn't add up, but nonetheless, that's what they're doing.
Who are you, and what are you doing here? Do you know what brought you here, and where you came from? I mean, do you even know where you are? And it's not like you or I have any leads, so why not join the GS squad? Hey!
I'm assuming that that's supposed to represent like the new time patrollers now.
So why not join the GS squad? Hey, you! Keep your hands off that, you dirty thief!
There's Brett. Okay, and Brett's fighting your character, the character you play as. Okay, so we got the one. Jamma 1's kind of interesting because he's supposed to be dead, but, somehow he's alive.
For the sake of world peace, you still don't know much about this world, right? Well, I want to test you with this.
All right, here we go.
Bulma and I talked it over, and we have decided that you will enroll in a school.
Oh, wait, no, that was Gamma 2. I'm sorry. He's not. He is alive. Yeah, it was Gamma 2 that died. My bad. All right, who's this? Wait. Liko? The character that looks like Videl apparently is going to be a main character as well, just like Brett. I hope she actually does something. Like she's not just like Okay, here we go. Nothing. She's actually, hopefully she's actually a fighter.
There, you will learn more about this world.
WCU, it's New Time Patrollers.
It's nice to meet you both. I'm Lilika.
Lilika.
Hey, everyone.
Ram.
It's rare to see new faces.
Okay. Is that supposed to be a Majin?
In this class. Well, nice to meet you.
Hey, Coach.
Tap?
I think you're staring at. We'll see who's laughing in a minute.
Oh, that's a Saiyan. Oh god, did they have to do that pose? That guy, the tap guy. Let's go back to the tap guy. Like,
Staring at.
staring at you
Who do you
because.
think you're staring at?
Oh crap! Why does it keep?
Well, nice to meet you.
I wonder if she's a Saiyan. I wonder if she's a Saiyan too, like, or she's just an Earthling. Maybe she's like half, because she looks like Videl. That's what I said. Like, she looks like Videl. A Lily Cone. Okay, so tap here. Does this guy not look like Green Zhao from Bleach? Like the short version of Green Zhao from Bleach? Because that's the only thing that I think is different of this guy is like short compared to Green Zhao, who's obviously taller. But yeah, that's what I think of when I that was the first thing that came to mind when I saw this character.
Coach, who do you think you're staring at? We'll see who's laughing in a minute.
Was that Johnny Youngbosch voicing him? I just noticed that actually.
Champions of justice. Let's sit up. Time to show.
Okay. Okay, nice fighting action. You know, the one thing that I wish they and hope they do is that we're allowed to go back to the old Time Patroller games, like from like 2 and 1. That would be kind of cool because they didn't do that for 2. You know, they eventually did include the 1 parallel quests in 2, but again, that was like years later. It'd be kind of cool if you could go back to the old arena or the Comcom City, like what it used to look like, basically. It would be kind of cool, especially with the character you played as in 2. Because again, with what's it called? With Xenoverse 1, after 1 ended and 2 came out, like you were able to have 1 be transferred in as like your hero, basically, or your mentor, which again is just basically me just transferring the same character over. But I think it would be kind of cool to have those characters be an option to play in as, or the character you play as basically playing as that character again, but in the future.
Heroes like us never lose. Right, trusty sidekick?
Sidekick? So we're Brett's sidekick? What the fuck? Okay. Z Fighters?
We can win if we work together.
Okay. Wait. The voice awakened to the powers. Wait, what? So the character you play as is like allowed to transform into the other Legacy Z Fighter characters? Like, is that what that means?
Amazing. I knew you could do it. You can win this. I know it.
You've grown strong.
Also, what about the Supreme Kai of Time? Like, she should still be alive, right? Like, she's the Supreme Kai of Time, so like, where is she? And where is like Future Trunks? Like, who's supposed to be her? Like, aren't they like immortal in this situation? Or maybe I'm just kind of going into this too much, but at least that was my understanding from the way they did the Time Patrol, because it's time, right? It's all different timelines and stuff like that. that they're guarding.
She might even have more potential than Gohan.
Whoa! Do you feel that power?
Okay.
Take your time. Just focus on giving it everything you've got.
Challenging us was your first mistake. This will be your last.
Super Saiyan, yeah, that's awesome.
A superhero never turns their back on a person in need. Right, sidekick? Today begins the first.
Also, Brett should be my sidekick. What the fuck is this? But anyways, I like that the theme is around superheroes. By the way, that's pretty cool.
chapter of our heroic saga.
Oh, even get a badass sword. All right. Well, that was a pretty dope trailer. Okay. Close that out. All right. So that was a pretty dope trailer. All right. So what do I think? I like it. I do have a couple of things that I'm not too excited about. I'm just like kind of wondering, like, I'm just kind of wondering, like, what 1000, like, the character you play as, like, how, like, one, is he gonna be able to? Are we transferring the guy we were as him in the second one? Customization, I'm almost certain there'll be customization. I'm not really too worried about that because I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to customize them to whatever you want, and that's the whole point of the parallel quest. But a couple of things, I do like the balance of some of these new characters. They're creating new characters, and I really hope that these characters are kind of relatives to the Z Fighters, or like descendants of the Z Fighters, like distant cousins or distant, like, kids from their like line. Like the Lilycone guy, Lilyco. I think like she has to be a descendant of Videl and Gohan, like she looks way too much like Videl. And I'm kind of like hoping that she's a Saiyan, because, or at least that half Saiyan. I know a lot of people are on the thing with, well, once descendants like keep reproducing, that like they lose their C cells. That's one of the things with the Dragon Ball thing, is if you don't have any C cells, you can't be a Super Saiyan or whatever. But the game isn't canon to the anime, so I don't really think that's an issue. Especially when they're gonna have like GT stuff in here, most likely. So that's my thing. The whole idea that like your character like just transforms into the other Z fighters, I don't really know if I'm on board with that exactly, unless there's like something, unless there's like chronologically a way that this would make sense, because like I don't know why you just don't have them do parallel quests. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you do parallel quests, you can be Z fighters, whatever Z fighter you want to be. You can be your character, you can be Goku, you can be Vegeta, whatever characters available that you have. Okay, you can be whatever you want. But in the canon, you're still your character. Okay. Another thing is are you going to be able to play as some of these newer characters, like Brat, Lilycone, Tap, Rong? Are these characters going to be like characters that we're going to get to play as? Because that's something I would like to know too. You know, because I'm actually intrigued by some of these characters, these new characters. I would like to play as some of these characters. You know, um, uh, I would like to play obviously as the Z Fighters too, here and there. I'm not gonna play as the Z Fighters always because the point of Xenoverse is to play as your creative character. I mean, like I know a lot of people are thinking that they're not gonna allow you to play as your own Z Fighter, the Z Fighter characters. No, they clearly are. I mean, it's in a different mechanic it seems like, but they're definitely going to. But again, when you're playing Xenoverse, the idea of playing as the Z fighters compared to playing as the character you have created, you know, kind of defeats the purpose. You know, Sparking Zero, Fighter Z, those games were designed to have games where you play as the Z fighters, and or Kakarot, I guess too. Uh, but Xenoverse really wasn't designed to do that. They allow you to do that mainly because they want to keep making DLCs. I mean, that's how they're making their money is through the DLCs. Uh, at this point in time, you know, since the game was released like back in 2018. Um, so there's a couple concerns, but I'm really thrilled for this game. I hope we get to see more information of what's coming out for this game. This game is coming out in 2027, from what they've said. I'm hoping that it's early 2027. Excuse me. Um, they got Gamut 1 involved in the story, which is interesting because, again, this is a superhero type theme that they're doing. They're called something completely different than just being called Time Patrollers. So I'm wondering if Supreme Kai of Time is not going to even be in this, which, you know, it's kind of weird because the whole idea and the theme of Xenoverse is like changing history and stuff like that. So are they just completely abandoning that now? Even though it's still within the story, like, are they like just not gonna focus on that anymore? I guess. That's something also that I think is kind of interesting that they're, you know, it's still Xenoverse 3, but they're abandoning that, you know, the idea of it, you know, of them trying to, you know, change history and stuff like that. You know, that's the whole thing. The Future Trunks and the Supreme Kai of Time were trying to prevent. But now it seems like they're going more into a, you know, super heroic theme, um, which I'm not. I'm excited about, but at the same time, I would like to hope that they're going to continue doing more parallel quests for changing history and stuff like that as well in this. Obviously, there's still more time, and there's not as much that they've given out. But yeah, I'm very intrigued to see where they go with this. I'm very happy and excited for the game, especially with some of these new characters that are being introduced. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate. If you like this video or my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for the latest content. Thank you. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure, besides my YouTube channel, to follow me on Twitch, the Instagram, and I do have a Discord link in the description where we discuss various topics, including this one here. Now I'm out. Peace.